to make that team at 86 kilos. There's nobody that can steal that spot from the national team either. Jacob Cardenas, who's made back-to-back U23 teams. We're at 92 kilos. He's also a world medalist at U23s. Cornell for 4 years, graduated, goes for the double leg on Wyatt Voelker. More Panther train, back-to-back UNI Panthers. Cardenas covers a lot of ground in a hurry. He can charge forward quickly. Voelker having a very nice tournament. Northern Iowa, in general, having a great tournament. Deep lineup, very solid room, and guys just sprout forth from that program all over the place. When you got 3 D1 teams in Iowa, that's a small state. Great talent. Speaks to how good Iowa high school wrestling is and how good those 3 programs are. When you can get, we got wrestlers from all 3 of those programs trying to make teams here. Cardenas going underneath, and he gets 4. 2 confirmed. And a gut wrench, another one for Cardenas. And another one, they go to the right, so 6-0. So it's just 2 on that first one. So Cardenas still has Cornell coaches there, but he will be going to Michigan. He is not eligible to compete anymore for Cornell. It's the Ivy League rule, but his Cornell teammates still support him. Coach is still in the corner there, Frank Pirelli. So Cardenas got an exposure and then 2 turns, and they want to see if that first exposure was feet to back for 4 or was just a 2. It was rule 2. Cardenas' corner wanted 4. But I think they were in parts there. I think they're going to lose this. And they didn't really have much to gain. They were already up 6-0. This is to go up 7-0. But actually, if it's where your opponent is... Yes, it is 4. Okay, good challenge. I forgot the rulebook says it's your opponent's knees. Coach Lee Roper wanted to just double check what they did there, but yep, if you're on your knees but your opponent is not, you can get feet to back. So 8-0. Cardenas just needs 1 more takedown or a 2-point move or just 2 points in general, and he'll have a tech. Voelker will have his say, though. Two minutes into the match, still 8-0. Cardenas inching backwards. He's setting up another low shot. It's not just the pouncing ability, but covering ground and lowering his level. Makes Cardenas very dangerous as both wrestlers drop a level. Voelker digging underhooks, taking Cardenas to the boundary, but Cardenas tightrope walks and collects 2 as they look for the brick. Oh, just the 1. Okay. So Lee Roper was going to throw that brick if it was 2. Cardenas able to get a step out of that. Pretty impressive. 12 seconds remaining in the period. And we go to the break. Drew Foster, NCAA champion, toweling off Voelker. Three more minutes on the clock. There's that blast double, low level, but Voelker was ready. Caught Cardenas. He drops down. They both drop down. 1 point away from the tech, but Voelker's not going down easily. U23 Nationals, but for this weight class, World Team Trials, Cardenas attacking again. Two minutes remaining on the clock. Pace slowed down a little bit here. Collar ties. Voelker knows one wrong move and the match will be over. Cardenas knows he doesn't have to risk anything. Being up 9-0. Around they go in the middle of the mat. And warned not to disengage Cardenas. "45 seconds. Voelker's going to have to put a whole bunch of moves here together. He needs to take Cardenas down and get a bunch of turns or basically pin him. And caution and 1 on Cardenas for not staying engaged. And the final seconds tick away. And it's all Cardenas. 9-1. Did give up that 1 point. And that is it for the finals on this mat. And with the 92 guys out there, I think that means
it was
Gunderson. Gunderson got a takedown. Lucas Gunderson, John Gunderson, Lucas Cochran. Gunderson takedown and then a bunch of gut wrenches. So John Gunderson makes the 86 kilo team. Cochran had to, he got teched, but he had to limp off the mat. So now we got Wyatt Voelker, another UNI Panther, taking on Jacob Cardenas, just trying to make his third U23 team in a row. He had 92 kilos, was bronze last year, I believe. See if Voelker can force a round 3. It was all Cardenas. Had a 9-0 lead, then a 9-1 lead, and I think that's how it ended. Maybe 9-2. Cardenas going on the clock. You got to watch out. Cardenas is like a coiled spring. He'll back up just enough and then lower that level, and then he gets that freight train double. He goes in so low. It's either a clean 2 and he could transition to a lace, or you go to your back and it's 4 points. Get another passivity soon. 90 seconds in and no score. Typically when the clock will start. There it is.
And now Cardenas coming up to the body, picking up a takedown, looking for a gut wrench. Voelker doing a good job of turning in to defend. He will defend the gut wrench, but Cardenas on the board first, up 2-0.
Under a minute remaining in the first period. Voelker time to work. .92, I think it's around like 202. Wow, there's that double right into the lace. So
beautiful transition.
Pick your poison when Cardenas attacks. He can make it a 4-point move, or with the lace, it turns into sometimes a 6-point move.
Yeah, that was textbook stuff right there from Jacob Cardenas. Really opens this match up. Puts him well in the driver's seat.
Cardenas beat Voelker in the consolation round of the NCAA's last March, 11-2. I think that was Voelker's first time qualifying. They go to the break. Frank Pirelli, Mike Gray in the corner for Cardenas. NCAA champion Drew Foster and head coach Doug Schwab in the corner for Voelker. Nice to have a guy like Foster to keep training your guys.
Yeah, it's a good training partner.
Yeah, roll around in the room. And of course, fellow NCAA champion Parker Keckeisen Good guy to have in the room. Upper weights for you and I looking strong. Eight 0. Cardenas. Guys are on the knees, told to get up.
And that's what you got to do for Voelker. You got to match his level, stay low. Because if he can get underneath you, he can blast through you.
Yeah, at a certain point. Oh, wow, good job eating that one, Voelker.
Yeah, was able to get that right hand underneath just enough to where he could pull Cardenas up.
Yeah, I thought Cardenas maybe shutting the door on that match. 2 more minutes to go, though. This is kind of how the last match went. Came out, raced out to a big lead, and then Voelker, no quit in him, kept making Cardenas wrestle. And also Cardenas, a little bit of a backing up move here. He's going backwards. But savvy wrestlers, they'll get away with whatever they can. Either they get called for engaging, and they'll do that. 90 seconds remaining. Rounding that final minute, Cardenas, another minute away from making a, I got to double check, but I'm going to assume record 3rd straight U23. And by double check, I mean someone else will have to double check. Because I'm just going to go with it until someone says otherwise. Cardenas circling, back to the center, 35 seconds to go. Cardenas just not giving Voelker any opportunity.
The referee's going to make Cardenas engage here for these last 19 seconds.
Yeah, at this point, Cardenas can give up a couple cautions, no big deal. Can't give up 3. But with less than 10 seconds now, it's all but certain Cardenas gonna eat that takedown or shot. And there it is, Jacob Cardenas, 3 in a row. Going back for gold this time.
Cornell, it's another U23 World Teamer.
Another Cornellian. They like their U23 guys.
We're going to move up to heavyweight. I'm assuming Smith, entry D